I'm going to be talking about bangs. How to trim up your bangs, how to hide your bangs if you're trying to let your bangs grow out, how to pin them up if it comes to a point where they're aggravating you for the day and you just have to get them up and out of your way, but you want them to still look cute. First thing is, I'll probably show you how to trim them up. And let me take my comb. And the funny thing is when it comes with bangs, depending on how you want them to look. And right now I'm going to show you what I have, which is a really heavy bang. A lot of the times people will come in, some of my clients will come in and be like, oh, I love this picture of Nicole Richie, and she has like this super heavy bang with the parts probably farther than mine is. And then I'm like, okay, well, what side do you normally wear your hair? And I always ask the client because they always have their preference and like their comfort zone. Of course, you know, and realistically, let's go ahead and do it. Even if it is an angled part, it's usually it'll go in this way. We're going this way. You see the difference? I don't have a swooped effect. I have a side bang, I have something that's kind of hanging over, but nothing to the point where it's going to make it look like Nicole Richie's bang. It's not optional, it's not happening. You have to get it cut that way and you have to style it that way. So if they want it like this, realistically, it's not going to happen. And if you have no intention on combing your hair that way, then unfortunately, it's not going to happen. So I get this a lot, and then, you know, a lot of the times they're really scared to get a heavy bang, so then they're like, oh, I just want like, you know, this much to be short, and so it looks like a bang. Well, again, it's not going to look anything like the picture, so I'm all about bringing pictures into the salon. I'm all about, I want to get an understanding of what you want, and I want to visually see what you want, because you can tell me you want a bang, and having this little part up here cut short, not a bang. That is, I would say, a fringe. It literally fringes your hairline. Like, that's not a bang. It's not a correct fringe by any means. It is long baby hairs. Like, not a bang. But it's the one thing that can change your hairstyle. Having a drab, long hair, whatever case may be, you don't want layers, you don't want any length sticking out. You cut a bang and you lose some length in the front, and it makes such a difference. It's so pretty. It really opens your face. I'm going to give you guys a few tips on what to do and how to do if you are going to do it at home. But I do not recommend, of course, cutting your own bangs. But again, realistically, it's going to happen, and why not help you guys get the best bang you guys can get? So, the thing is, when you're about to trim is, I'm just going to put this here to the side. Now, realistically, if I wore a full bang, it would not be like this. I mean, this is a complete odd-shaped bang. That you know, it is what it is. But realistically, when I put my hair, if I put all my hair forward, this is the part that's going to hang. So this is going to be my fringe, no matter what shape it is, no matter how perfect of an oval, how perfect of a circle, how perfect of a triangle. This is what's going to hang. This is what I want to hang, because this is going to highlight the color that I want the best. So whatever shape that is. Another thing, if you can see how my ends, they are very thin and tapered down. They're not heavy and bulky, because the number one thing that people do is they're going to want a bang, and then they cut it here, and then all of a sudden they're going to want to push it way over here. Well, now look what I have. I look like a fucking dork with heavy bulk of hair sitting there. It's like this heavy angle. It's just not flattering to anyone, any shape, any form. So number one thing is those ends cannot be super thick, and the way you get rid of those ends, the way you get rid of them, and you'll see sometimes you'll see your stylist going in, and when they use your shears, they'll go in and they'll kind of like that point cut. And the reason they're doing that is because they're removing bulk without removing length, okay? Now let me see if I can go up here, show you guys. And now you see how it's just all jaggedy, nothing's straight, nothing's even. I'm gonna go in there. the funny thing is you want a few of those hairs to be ever so scraggly, because that's what brings it out to that perfect blend, that perfect point with that, and not being so heavy. And another thing is, if you see my hair, again, you see it from both sides, it kind of looks like a triangle. Good sign that you could probably wear it both ways, if it is this, on the longer side. So sometimes what I'll do is, even though I know I want to wear my bang this way, what I'll do is I'll cut it this way. So that makes any sense. And it's gonna be hard to do it on me, but like normally with the client, come in, I will take my shears at an angle. I don't know if you can see that. I will come in this way, and I would ever so slightly glide my shears down. And in doing that, see the hair that I'm removing, but I'm not closing it at all. I'm just ever so slightly, let me close the door. Ever so slightly, taking my thumb, and I'm just going in there, and I'm moving that slightly. So I'm just gonna ever so slightly, I don't know if you can see that. Just moving my thumb. Never do you close. I mean, you close, you're taking off length. You're cutting a chunk off your hair. Do not cut a chunk off your hair. You just want to slide cut it. And in doing that, I'll go ahead and do it one more time so you can see it. See the angle I'm doing it at? You see how that creates like a point? It's tapering down here. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side. Bring that over. And I'm starting right around my eyebrow. I don't really want nothing to go past that. I'm just going to right over my eyebrow. See the hair I'm taking off? Very little. Just trimming it up. And again, you see that triangle? But now can you see the difference on how the ends are thicker on that triangle? They're not as sparse or as thinned out down there. So now I'm going to go back in there, and I'm going to point cut. And then I'm going to go in, see that? So now I'm going to go in a little bit higher. And take your time, there's no need, I mean, on a client I'll probably go really fast. This is myself, and it's so hard to look in a mirror and cut your own hair. Take your time. No one's watching. Unless you're on YouTube. So I'm going to go in. I'm not going to really compact it. I want to kind of spread it out. Now I'm going to go a little bit more and do the same thing. And what this is doing is relieving some of that weight, so it just brushes over so softly without looking so heavy. This you just want to do a few times. The main thing you want to do is these ends. So now, you see how it's tapered down and thinned out, but now it's all nice and healthy. There's no dead hair there. So now I'm going to brush my hair to the side and see if it's laying the way I want it to. And it is. You see that? Now I think I'm going to go a little bit more on this side, just because I just want to go over my lashes. So I'm going to bring this hair back, so we're not cutting any of that because it's already cut. And I come in at this a really severe angle, and I just want to just glide those edges down. I don't want to make a triangle. I'm not going to go in and cut a triangle that way. I just want to glide it, and the hair is going to kind of do it for me. I'm just going to keep it at a slight angle. Seal that off. So I'm brushing this down. You see the difference that made? Now it's over my eyelashes, and I still want it to be long, so now it's over there. So that's that. So if you guys have any other questions on how to maintain a long swoop bang, or if you have no bang and you want a bang, just message me. And the best thing is show me your hair and show me a picture of it. That would be the best thing, so I can actually see what we're working with. Because sometimes if you have too thick, your hair's too thick, your hair's too coarse, you have a large amount of baby bangs, or that perimeter of your hair frizzes up like this, you have to make, it's a big decision. You have to really understand that it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and getting that bang the way you want it to look every day.